for the organization as a whole, and then we take one of those initiatives and do a chart just for that. And that's the second one, and then that's the one that we turn into an action plan over here, call it initiative to action. And so we also have a little bit of coaching on how to make sure the things you came up with in that offsite are not only told in a good way, but launched, so they actually start while you're coming up with the list. And increases the odds that they'll actually happen. And then setting up your leadership support system. This slide is in the handout if you get the PDF, so I won't go through it now, but it just tells you the different elements of the program in the learning community. We've had great response, great reaction. People basically say they're really glad they took the program. For small teams all the way up to billion-dollar companies, one person said, we kind of looked at this and said, that person's really got it. I like the process we are learning here. You try it, see if it works. If it does, you go with it. If it doesn't, you tweak it and try again. It works wonderfully. This guy was running $1 million construction company. Essentially what he's describing is an agile approach to developing an architected business. And that's what we do, but in using the applied behavioral theory. So you can take a look at that. And then we've already covered over those 4 cross-cutting themes. You learn to do that agile approach and sort of iterate to the answer. You're never done. It's always getting better by working with each other. You lean in to learn to give advice because you'll get better. You'll get better at giving advice when you learn to take it. So you get aggressive about getting advice and then learning to give it, and then looking for alignment as opposed to perfect. Just if we say it the same way and we'll work with it, it'll get better. And then manage yourself to be who you really need to be to get done what you want to do. We have our next program launches on February 6th. We meet virtually for 10 consecutive Wednesdays, 8 in the morning Pacific time. We have people participating from across the country, perhaps around the world. If you're a chamber member, special deal, half price for your team. And it comes with membership in the learning community. So any wrap-up questions, lights, and while we're doing it, Nicole, you can see if anybody tweeted and gets surprised.
Yeah, I'm wondering about prerequisites here, and what would be advised for prerequisites?
You really just need to be running something significant. So you don't want to be a total startup where you're still trying to figure out what you're doing. You want to say, I've got something here. We've got a dozen people say that are starting to really take off, but we need some help if we plateau a little bit. So being in charge of an organization that has some significance, has some legs, and you're looking to do something specific to it. You want to change it in some specific way. Now that way may change when you go through the program, but we want you to have that mindset. I'm running something significant. It's at least a dozen people, and I want to change the world.